Alright guys, today we are working on a PS5 Slim. We have a broken HDMI port. This was dropped off yesterday by a child and his mom. They are our trusted customers, you can say. They've been coming here for a long time, so let's get started. Okay, so first thing is first, we need to remove the caps off this PS5. So you pop that side up, and then you slide up or down. Oh, down. There it is. Very good. Put this aside, and the same thing. Pop it up and put that aside. We'll next go ahead and do the same thing for the other side as well. I know that the child and his mom tried opening it up. I know they did remove one screw that they provided us, which is this one right here, but they didn't get past that. So let's take a look. We'll go ahead by removing the sticker. This is the fan cable. We'll have that unplugged. We'll start unscrewing. And I believe these are torque 5, maybe? No, maybe T8. Let's try T8. Now that the fan is unplugged, we should be able to just pop out the fan just like that. This is how you do a fan replacement if you're just trying to replace a fan. Now we'd have to remove this black casing. There is a bunch of screws all over the place. Definitely don't want to disorganize it. So every time you take out a screw, organize it, know where you put it, where it belongs. Yeah, so we have 2 short screws here and there. I think we've removed all the screws. This is the external hard drive. Put that aside. And this should just pop right off. Unless if there's a screw holding it down. Yes, there is. We have one more screw. Okay, put this guy aside. So at this point, we'll have to unplug these 2 antennas, unravel them, and then we'll pull off the silver platter. Pop it only from the metal side up, just like that. Pull up and pry it off. And we'll move it away. And then we'll remove all of these screws all around. And this should all be the same size from my understanding. And then there's this plate right here. This plate has a few screws on it. And this plate houses a cable, and we'll have to unplug that cable. This is the only screw that differs. Okay, I'll pop this guy off. Just like that. And this, I believe you have to press down and pull just like that. So with this connector, specifically, there is a metal tab right here. It needs to be pushed downward. Pushing downward allows you to remove this cable. And then of course you have to push it downward again to insert the cable. So, all right, so now that we have all the screws removed here, we're gonna go ahead and pop off this plate. This plate does have some thermal pads underneath on the motherboard. So meaning you'll find some resistance when you're pushing up from this plate, which is totally fine. Wanna be careful when you're, there it is. Oh, looks like we are missing one screw. Just like that. Here's the motherboard, and the HDMI connector, I believe, is that one. We're going to be replacing. You can kind of already tell that it's not straight. It's a little disoriented. Hopefully that did not ruin any pads on the board. We'll have to remove these 2 screws. Oh, there's actually 2 screws. Let's remove these 2 screws first, before actually prying off the motherboard. That screw and this screw. And these 2 screws do have indicators that there belongs screws in this area. So there's a triangle right here, and there's another triangle right there. Okay, let's pry off the board slowly. I'll disconnect it from power supply. Perfect. And that's the liquid metal. I do want to protect that, so maybe I can cover it with, oh, this is perfect. Cover it like this. And now this is the port that we're going to be replacing. And oh my God, that looks like it damaged it. That does not look good. I'm gonna be replacing it with this supposedly, but we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and desolder this and solder a new one. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this HDMI port replaced. So to remove this, we're gonna have to go on our gun. We're gonna go with a no tip on it. Do 420, and we'll go at 120. We'll add some flux before we start. This allows the solder to flow better as we're melting it. Just like that. And let's grab a pair of tweezers, actually. So we're gonna put this directly underneath. Before we start that, actually, I do wanna cover a few components, tape it, so they won't go flying off. Okay, now that those components are covered, we'll start it again. So we've got at 425 degrees Celsius, and we're gonna warm this up until the solder melts. It'll probably take us about maybe a full minute for that to happen. Okay, it's beginning to melt, and bam. So we've officially removed the HDMI port. We're gonna go ahead and replace it. Now before we replace it, I do wanna check the pads and make sure it is not damaged. And I think the customer did get lucky here. I don't see any pins that are damaged. Now that you have the HDMI port removed, I'm gonna work on the pads, and let me show you what I mean by that. Okay, so we wanna clean this up. We'll get some alcohol. Just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some flux. That, and here too. And what I wanna do is add some of our solder. This, and we'll mix the unleaded solder on the board with our leaded solder. So it allows removal easier. And we're gonna be using a wick, solder wick. Good. Okay, when the wick starts to absorb the solder, you know you did a good job, it removed it. Make sure it's all good to go before we install a new HDMI port. Now before we install it, we're gonna have to add some more solder on the pads. So there's flux. This allows us to add solder. I like to call them speed bumps. Once we have all the speed bumps done correctly, just like this, we'll add the HDMI port. This is the new HDMI. These pins need to make contact with each single pad. That's the most important thing. So flip it, insert, and then we'll flip the board, or we'll orient it differently so we can see the back pins. Push down on it. We'll solder each individual pin. Make sure it is indeed making contact with the board. Okay, we'll test with the tweezers to make sure each one is actually soldered. That's good. This one, and for sure the second one. All perfect. We'll clean it up, and then we'll flip it upside down and work on the legs. That's the tape that we added to protect those three components. So let's add some flux, like always. This leaded solder makes it easier. You want it to flow down. Okay, we'll add more flux on the right side now. We'll start off with the bottom one. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and clean the remaining flux from the board, and we'll reassemble. Okay, now we're back. We've officially installed the new HDMI port in place, and we're gonna put everything back as it was, and we'll call it a day. So this goes just like that. So at this point, we're just gonna go ahead and reverse our steps, putting everything back as expected. Oh, no. I am seeing a problem here. It's the cable. Definitely don't want to damage this cable. When I'm putting these screws, two screws back in place, I don't like to screw it in 100% on each side until both of them are screwed in. And I like to screw them in a balance, because this is a tension type of bracket. Don't want to have too much tension on one side. Okay, all is good, perfect. And let's start putting everything back together. I don't know why they put so many screws. Such a waste of time. Last screw. Put this guy back in place. That's right here. Can't wait to test. Put back the fan. Plug it in first before we actually insert it. Drop it. Make sure indeed it is plugged in. Put this tape back on top. Last 4 screws. Okay, we are done. We're done here. Let's go ahead and test this out and make sure it's actually working. Okay, so here's the HDMI port. We are going to insert it, or HDMI cable. We've just inserted it into the port. Let's turn it on, and we want to hope something displays on the monitor. Come on. Nothing is displaying. I'm such an idiot. It actually worked. I had the wrong cable on. That's so funny. The job actually worked. I just had the wrong cable on. This one's connected to the TV, and I had the cable that was not connected to the TV. So stupid. Well, good news here is we got it working. So we got this job working. Happy to hear. So the job was successful. I apparently had a wrong HDMI plugged in, one that was not connected to the monitor. So we plugged in the correct monitor or correct HDMI cable, and it showed that it's working. So very happy to see that, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was probably a long one. If you guys did like it, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment down below, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.